From the crossroads of America to the farthest corners and beyond, this is Table Talk, the podcast where we're diving deep into the heart of Indiana and above and beyond.
Everybody tap in with Mimi exclusive.
Hey.
Everybody tap in with Mimi exclusive.
Hey.
Everybody tap in with Mimi exclusive.
Hey. Hey, what is happening? What is up? What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Mimi Exclusive, and I'm here with another banger. Yes, you already know what time it is, y'all. I've been gone for a little bit. Been a lot of things going on in my life, but we'll get to that on another day. We're going to talk about what is going on today, okay? There's been a lot going on, period, in the world, but let's zoom in specifically on Indiana. Now, there was an incident that occurred that is sad, but we do have to talk about this because it's a really, truly horrific story. And I just want voices to be heard in reference to this whole ordeal. All right, yeah. So without further ado, let's get right on into it, y'all. Let's get right on into it. Let me see here. All righty, so I'm hoping that you guys can see my screen because we're going to get right on into this, y'all. Now, the title of the shouts out to WTHI-TV10. It says a coroner names Terre, Haute teens killed in a deadly weekend crash. Now, Terre Haute teens were two juveniles. Okay, the Vigo County Coroner's Office has identified the two juveniles that were killed in a car crash last Saturday. They are 16-year-old Tamiya O'Quinn and 14-year-old Avery Sullivan, both from Terre Haute. Like I said, my condolences, my love, my peace, and my prayers go out to the whole entire family. And I do truly, truly apologize for this sad event. My respect goes out. So I'm going to read the article and then we'll go back to the videos. That's just how I like to do it because it's going to be a bunch of reiteration anyway. Now, the crash occurred at the intersection of Oak and 13th Street and involved two cars. Misty Casey, a 30-year-old, was driving one of the cars with four juveniles in her SUV. Two of the juveniles died in the crash, while the other two were taken to the hospital for treatment, okay? So we got two children that died. We got two children that actually survived through the crash. And God be the glory that two actually survived, okay? We're going to get into this, though. What was the reason for Misty Casey to get into this accident? Because sometimes accidents just happen for, sometimes they're, out of our control. But we're going to see in this case what happened with Miss Misty. All right. Here is a picture of Miss Misty. Okay. So at the hospital, Terre Haute police tested Casey's blood. It was determined that she had a blood alcohol level that was nearly 3 times the legal limit. And she was also tested positive for THC. So she had a little bit of that Mary Jane she was indulging in, along with an excessive amount of alcohol. The driver had the other car was treated for minor injuries. The driver of the other car was treated. Okay, so basically once she got into the accident, Casey got into the accident with the other driver, they had, minor little injuries. But it looks like Casey has a full list of charges here. Let's take a look at these charges, okay? The charges filed with the Vigo County is count 1, neglect of a dependent resulting in serious bodily injury, which is a level 3 felony. She's got count 2, neglect of a dependent resulting in serious bodily injury, and that is a level 3 felony. Count 3, causing death to an operating vehicle with an ACE of 0.8 or more. Level felony 4. Oh my God. Okay, count 5. Causing death when operating a vehicle with an ACE of 0.08 or more, a level 4 felony. Count 6. Ca- Causing death when operating a vehicle while intoxicated, level 4 felony. Oh my God. Count 7. Causing death when operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Count 7. Neglect of a dependent resulting in bodily injury, level 5 felony. Look at y'all. Count 8. Neglect on a dependent resulting in bodily injury, level 5 felony. Count 8. Operating a vehicle while intoxicated, endangering a person, class A misdemeanor. Count 9. Operating a vehicle with the ACE of 0.15 or more, it's a class A misdemeanor. And then count 10, operating a vehicle with a Schedule 1 or Schedule 2 controlled substance or its metabolite in blood, class C misdemeanor. So as you can see, she's got 10 different counts here of freaking charges. 10 different counts. Wow, 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 wow. So this story is definitely going to unfold some more. We're going to watch the video, but honestly, it seems to me as though, this is a pretty straightforward thing. I'm definitely going to make sure I'm going to follow her trial because, I want to make sure that she goes down for this. Okay. There's actually a little bit more to the story. I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to this, and then we'll talk about the rest of the story that is it's kind of scary.
Of the 2 juveniles killed in the fatal car crash last Saturday. The Vigo County Coroner's Office tells News 10 they are 16-year-old Tamiya O'Quinn and 14-year-old Avery Sullivan. Both are from Terre, Haute. As we told you earlier this week, court documents revealed details from that deadly crash at the intersection of Oak and 13th Streets. 2 vehicles were involved. The driver of one vehicle was 30-year-old Misty Casey. She had 4 juveniles in her SUV. 2 died in the crash, and 2 others were taken to the hospital for treatment. At the hospital, officers with the Terre Haute Police Department tested Casey's blood and determined she had a blood alcohol level of nearly 3 times the legal limit. Plus, she tested positive for THC. The driver of the other vehicle was treated for minor injuries.
Okay. All right. So you heard it first, okay, through me about this whole entire thing. It is very, very sad. Now, this is what I wanted to get into because I've actually got a little inside information regarding this whole entire situation. So I was speaking to a very nice lady who actually has conferences with people who live in Terre Haute. Now, the story goes is that a lot of people saw this lady driving crazy, and they saw Black teenage girls, okay, hanging out of the sunroof, also hanging out of the car. Okay, trying to wave someone down, trying to get attention, trying to basically, get help. Now, what people perceived to be children twerking and dancing, and this was what the people of Terre Haute were saying, that these girls were just having fun. They were just out in the car waving around, dancing and all this. They were not dancing. Okay. They were scared for their lives. They needed help. They were trying to wave down help. And I want to bring awareness to this, guys. I know there is some crazy people out in life. There is some crazy situations out in life. You can't trust situations, I know. But we do have to hold some accountability Okay? Because I feel like this could have been avoided. Someone saw this situation, they could have said something. Okay? They could have said something instead of making assumptions until, if had all four of those girls died, who knows how the situation would have gone. But since two of those girls lived and they were able to tell their stories, and they were able to tell them, hey, no, my friends were not dancing outside of the car. They were not having a good time. We were scared. Okay. Also, they're saying that this lady, Misty Casey, or whatever the heck her name is, they're saying that she actually locked the doors and started taking off really fast. Okay. So they're not telling you this. They are not telling you about this part. Let me see if I'm able to find another website where it's talking about this, because it's a little odd to me. It's as if she had an ulterior motive. Like you could have let those kids out that car, but you chose not to. And that's the scary part to me, guys. I don't know about to y'all, but by her being drunk in that car, knowing she was drunk, those kids asked, can you please let us out of the car? Multiple times. And she never let those kids out the car. It's scary. It's scary because we're trying to let our kids be more free, because I have a 13-year-old, and I would say, he's a boy. If he's going with his friends or something like that and they'll catch an Uber or something like that, I would not be passing judgment upon that. I would not be okay with that. But from stuff like this, So I'm reading another news outlet here, which is 93.1 Indy's Mobile News. And I want to see, okay, yeah, boom, we got a little bit more information. So in this one, it says a witness told police they saw the SUV speeding west on Oak Street, running through stop signs and passengers hanging out of the sunroof and windows. Okay, so there you go. Witnesses saw this. Okay. Okay. So police say Misty Casey, 30, was the one driving the SUV. She was hospitalized while the other driver had picked up minor injuries. Excuse me. All right. So we know about her counts. We know about all this. We know about all that. But yeah, so you kind of got a little bit more information there. They didn't share it with us on the other news outlet, but on this one, they talked about a little bit about what that witness encountered. Okay. So we're definitely, when I tell you that we're definitely going to be following this lady's trial, I want to see what happens to her. And yeah, I wish I could be a part of the jury, but now I'm already biased. So whatever. But yeah, so look, y'all, I've got more videos coming to y'all. I got more interesting stuff that's coming. I just got to keep on applying myself and keep on going. I need y'all. Thank you so much for my subscribers. Keep coming. We about to keep building on this thing, keep growing. I love y'all. Okay. And until next time, okay, keep it real with Mimi Exclusive, y'all. Keep it sweet and keep coming back for more. Okay. Love y'all. Have a good one.